If you're impacted by COVID-19 and moving a lot of your content from the real world, whatever it might be, into online stuff, the question will inevitably become, what is the best platform to use to do coaching, do meetings, do training, and all these things? I will quickly answer this question because it's a very, very easy question to answer. It don't matter. It seriously doesn't. In today's Morning for Visionaries, I'm going to list a few ideas for you on what you can use for various things. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter which tool to use because, especially right now, we're all busy. We're all trying to make things work and run and get more sales. The important thing is get started, get going, and once the money's coming in, then and only then, start tweaking with technology and worry about that. So, first is teaching stuff, courses, and selling all that fun jazz, right? If you don't need anything overly crazy, you can use something like Zenler, Kajabi, or Teachable to start selling your courses very, very quickly. Are there other platforms that I don't know about? Of course. But off the top of my head, those are actually there's a fourth one, Kartra. I recently learned about that one. It's actually pretty cool. You can sell that and use those very quickly, very easily, with barely any setup to get going and push your content out. If your goal is to start selling course content very, very fast, those are the tools you'd want to simply invest. I dare not use that word too often. Just purchase a license. You can probably start for free, test them out really quick, find out which one you like the most out of those four. Pick one, doesn't matter which one, whichever you're most comfortable with, which one feels the best to you, and simply get going. Because the idea is, don't worry about design, don't make everything perfect, don't worry about all the automations, flows, the follow-up emails. Get started, start making some sales, and from there, grow, change, adapt, add technology, add integrations, and all those things. For now, don't worry about it, get started. The four platforms, again, would be Kartra, Kajabi, whatever you call it. Then there's Teachable and Zenler. If you want to self-host these things, you can do it on WooCommerce or WordPress using something like WooCommerce to help sell the thing, and you can use something like LearnDash to help actually create the structure and the flow of all your courses. Then there's a little bit more setup. And as a quick side note, what you can do on WordPress and WooCommerce, you'd probably want 3 or 4 plugins depending how you want to do things. Of course, there's WordPress, there's WooCommerce. Then for WooCommerce, you'd probably want WooCommerce subscriptions if you have any recurring payments. If not, that's fine. Then you don't need that one. But you'd want something like LearnDash, and there's a few others, but LearnDash is just the most well-known one, so that's the only reason I'm trying to make it simple for you. Probably just try LearnDash, go get it, and go use it. If not, go look online for others. Pick one quickly. Doesn't matter which one. They're all more or less the same. The interface is just different. Pick one. So that, for example, pick LearnDash, and then you probably want something like WooCommerce memberships, which upon sale, they can get access to X user level, which gives them access to X content. So WooCommerce memberships and WooCommerce subscriptions if you want recurring payments. So there's that. That's how you can set up those things. If you want to do online scheduling, there are a plethora of tools to do scheduling online. Some quick ones, you can use Calendly. Calendly has a very, very pretty interface, and it's the one we use, though I am probably switching to something else so we can do more bookable things based on service and availability and a little bit more integrations for a lower price. That's my personal preference. But I do have clients who use Calendly and love it because the interface is so sweet. I love the interface of Calendly. It is, I think, don't quote me on this price again, I think it's $8 or $9 a month per user. So that cost can add up really quickly. From there, there's also Acuity scheduling, Appointlet, Bookable. I think that's what it's called, Bookable, and Book Like a Boss. Those are some great ones you can try, use, and you don't have to install them anywhere, by the way. You can put a link to that booking page of yours on that platform, and you take a book right there. And all of those have widgets to install on any website, be it a custom code website, WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, don't use Wix, and a lot of others. You can just integrate those bookable thingies on a post-sale page, on a thank you page, and they can do that. Some of those tools, by the way, you don't even have to have a sales page because they can book a paid consulting appointment, a one-on-one appointment, whatever, and they can pay through that platform. Depends which platform. So look at those platforms, see what you need, pick one initially and get going. Some integrate with some of those tools I mentioned in another video for one-on-one video calls. And a quick note on what one-on-one videos can be done through. There's Microsoft Teams, sort of. They have a calling feature. Skype, if you still use that. G Suite, Google Meetings. There's that one. It works pretty well, by the way, and it can create unique meeting links. And there's always the big one these days called Zoom, which can I think do scheduling sort of with integrations with many things, along with creating a unique meeting link and sending them a follow-up. So it does a lot of cool things. So G Suite's Google Meetings and Google Meet, I should say, Google Meet and Zoom are probably the top two choices, especially if you want good integrations with a lot of stuffs. So there's that. From there, if you want to sell more things online and process more things online, there are a few payment processors to getting these things done with WordPress. There's WooCommerce, there's EDD, literally E, the letters E, D, and D. There's that one. There's a few others. If you want to go off of WooCommerce, there's a bazillion things. CardTruck can do membership sales and content sales. Kajabi can do it. Then there's ClickFunnels. I don't like ClickFunnels because I don't like the pricing and the way things look, but that's personal preference. But you can do memberships and sales through that. So there's that. There's ThriveCart, not related to Thrive Themes' stuff for WooCommerce and WordPress, but ThriveCart. Then there are a few people have been using that one. SamCart is another one, and BigCommerce is kind of coming back, or has been good and growing now. So those are kind of the big ones. You can try to sell your contents and online stuffs. And that's it for today's Morning for Visionaries. The big things to sell stuff really just are, well, anything you can find, because the technology doesn't matter. Just pick one and get going. So that's it for today's Morning for Visionaries. See you next time. Bye.